And we just keep backing it up. So we see it, we're in the house, then we're outside in the neighborhood, the village, the town, the city, then suddenly we're on the whole earth, and then we're looking at, you know, the galaxies and the whole universe, and then all the stars turn back into those little snowflakes inside the snow globe, and we're back where we started, and we would blow the little kids' minds.
Yeah, look, it worked like a charm. Look at them all here.
You know, your therapy bills goes.
Yeah.
So, you know, people often ask me, they say, well, wait a minute, if you were backing the camera up, why didn't you go through the solar system and show all the planets of the solar system?
Fair question.
Well, the truth is I did do that. I did write a verse with all the planets of the solar system, but I was out of town during that time when I was writing that song, doing another show, and another writer on the show, great writer named Paul Rudd.
Freakazoid.
Yeah, Paul's Freakazoid. And so he wrote this little ditty with the planets, you know, quick little one, which ended on, you know, with the old Uranus gag.
Excuse me, folks. What's the Uranus gag?
What's the Uranus gag? Talk to the animators, they'll draw you a picture. But, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I just read that NASA has officially announced that they are going to change the name of that planet once and for all to get rid of that tired old gag.
Thank goodness. What's the new name?
Erecto. That way it's being primary. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play for you now the lost verse from Yakko's universe that you never heard with all the planets. But there was also an original ending to the song.
Yeah.
And we got a call from Business Affairs. And they said, you are not doing that ending. We went, oh, come on there. You are not doing that ending. And when you hear it, you'll understand more.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the lost verse with all the planets of the solar system, which didn't make it into the song, and the original ending, which they made us cut. Part of a vast interplanetary system with everyone revolving around the sun. With Mercury in between us, and after that comes Venus, and still the solar system's just begun. Past the Earth and towards the stars, where we find the planet Mars, which is over 50 million miles away. And orbiting in pattern are Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, so we say all together,
it's a great big universe, and everyone's a part of it, and no one knows just where's the end or start of it. We all live here together. It's our home forever. It's a small world after all. Thank you.
He said, we are not going to get a phone call in the morning.
Yeah, you learn pretty quickly, if you're going to be in Burbank and you want to mess with a mouse, that's not the mouse with whom you want to mess. Ask Florida.
So when we, you know, when they rebooted the show, I began writing a couple of songs for them from the periphery. Yeah. We thought, you know, we originally did this Yakko's Universe song. So the idea of that, like I told you, is we're going to start small, and then we're going to go to the very big. So we thought, what if we went the other way? Well, in fact, Rob, it was your idea. Why don't you explain what the challenge was?
You guys can already tell that Randy's got an ego with its own area code. So I said to him, okay, mister, I've got so many Emmys, I dressed them in Barbie clothes. I said, you did the thing where you went from the snow globe, and it's cute, and the planets, blah, blah, blah. What if you start, like we're right here, and you go really, 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 really tiny? What if you do like a Fantastic Voyage version?
So we're going to go the other way, and we made it a calypso number.
Why not?
Everyone knows the universe goes forever out into space without no end. It seems, my friend, it's one big infinite place.
And on that infinite spot is one small dot we call the Earth, you see. And on the surface are flecks, just those tiny little specks, and that would be you and me. And it don't get no smaller than that, my friend. It don't get no smaller than that.
You got the universe, see, then you and me. It don't get no smaller than that.
But to you and to me, a buzzing bee is just as small as a thing can be.
And to the bee, a flea is really tiny, see. So who's small? Is it me, or the bee, or the flea?
And
And it don't get no smaller than that, my friend. It don't get no smaller than that. When you're the size of a flea, it simply must be. You can't get no smaller than that.
But the pea, flea, and me, we turn out to be made of a thing called molecule C.
They're so small that in a drop or two, there's a billion, billion, trillion, so it must be true that you can't get no smaller than that. No, 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 you can't get no smaller than that.
When you're a molecule friend, well, that is the end, 'cause you can't get no smaller than that.
But there are atoms inside, only molecules, yes?
How many?
So many that you can't even guess. Electrons, protons, neutrons too. This time for sure, it's gotta be true that you can't get no smaller than that, my friend. You can't get no smaller than that. When you get to the atom,
Says Miss Curie Madam.
you can't get no smaller than.
Everybody holler then.
Can't get no smaller than that. And then Yakko walks up with an envelope in his hand.
Hey, you guys, the producer just saw this little song of ours, and here is our paycheck.
And they look at their paychecks and they say, it don't get no smaller than that, my friend. It don't get no smaller than that. The show is hot.
Now, but the paycheck, she's not.
It don't get no smaller